passes. It's on. From a yard deep, Henry Ruggs. Ruggs found a little seam, got across the 25.
They got an extra guy in there. 3 tackles.
Jerry Jeudy in motion to the top of your screen on first down from the 29. Play action. Tagovailoa all day to throw, and he's got it complete to Henry Ruggs. One play, one first down. Now Najee Harris. A little hesitation. The high step down the sideline. 2 huge. Waddle in motion. And comes back the other way, and he'll get the toss from Tagovailoa trying to get to the edge, and he got there somehow. Knocked out at about the 11.
Over the field they can run, but none much faster than Waddle.
3 wideouts up top on second down and a yard. And now Najee Harris for the first down. And he got a couple extra. On a slot to the right from the 8-yard line. There's a good hit, and no gain for Najee.
Make a play.
Second and goal at the 8. Devontae Smith in motion. They fake it to him. Tagovailoa had it knocked down by Rashard Lawrence.
All 4 wide receivers in the game.
LSU shifting defensively on the front.
Will Aranda bring pressure?
With Jeudy in the slot. Waddle there with him. Empty backfield. Third down to go. Pressure coming. Tagovailoa has to scramble around. He's going to run on that bad ankle. Lost the football, and LSU's got it.
Just lost the football.
The Tigers take over at the 8-yard line. Edwards-Helaire, nice spin move and a good gain. All the touchdown passes on the year coming in. Edwards-Helaire to the right this time. Got to the corner, got the first down, and shoved down.
By each team during the play. Holding, number 81 of the offense. Personal foul, grasping the face mask, number 7 of the defense. These fouls offset. Second down.
To second down and 1. Edwards-Helaire in the middle this time, and he's got the first down. Let's check the rest at 136 in the game we did against Auburn. From the 19. Jamar Chase was in the backfield with Burrow. Burrow was looking toward him, and now he'll run. And as he does, usually empty backfield for Burrow on 2nd and 3.
And that produces the matchup. The linebacker on the running back to the outside, and that helps Joe Burrow decide what coverages Alabama is in. Man-to-man with the linebacker out there with the running back.
Top. Burrow throws down the sideline. What a perfect shot to Jamar Chase. First down. Burrow steps up, deep middle, got his man again. It's Jefferson.
At the system, you can do it.
Play fake to Edwards-Helaire. Burrow going for all of it. Caught. Touchdown, Jamar Chase.
Watch this. Could have been a back shoulder throw, but a great adjustment by Chase. Joe's right on target. 3 for 3, 74 yards. Holy cow.
Cade York for the point after. Kick is up and good.
They have the team to beat Alabama.
And Ruggs will let this one go. It's about 7 points. Jerry Jeudy sets up shop in the slot. Tagovailoa, bootleg, look out. Had to get rid of it before he wanted to, but it's caught by Jeudy.
Tackle, number 3, defense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
LSU 45 for the tie. Jeudy coming around. Tagovailoa again had to throw before he wanted to. In
pressure.
This time back on the ground is Najee Harris, weaving his way down to a run catch, guys. More so than LSU. Again, Tagovailoa trying to buy himself some time, and he is really...
Look at this, another mistake.
And it's going to go down. The punter dropped. Pirine mishandled snap.
Right there, right in the face mask. And
wow.
Chance to get that one up.
Burrow going down and intercepted by Trayvon Diggs. There's a flag down, but Alabama gets it right back, depending on the penalty.
On the defense, 12 players in the field at the snap. 5-yard penalty, previous spot, first down.
Joe Burrow snapped it quick and got away with it.
First down and 5 then at the 35 of Alabama. Edwards-Helaire puts his head down and got a couple.
And Joe Burrow was thrown only 68 last time. Boy, look at that.
Terrell Lewis came flying in.
Offside, contact in the neutral zone. Number 24, the defense. The 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
And just outside the 27, a little flip to Justin Jefferson. Trying to find his blockers. Going to be run out at about the bottom of your screen. And the 3 wideouts, 2 wideouts and a tight end to the top.
This is the change in the offense. These guys out here helps declare what the defensive is doing on the play. That's the Joe Brady wrinkle in this offense.
Jennings gets some pressure, and he got all of it. Sacks Burrow. It's LSU behind the sticks for the first time. 3rd and 17. Burrow, 4-man rush, getting close again. He runs it, though, and Burrow trying to stretch it out. He'll get to the 2. York to try to give LSU a 10-point lead. Does.
PO game, go back to what Tua does best.
Avery Atkins to kick. And they'll start at the 25.
Tua can get out of the pocket, just do what he does best.
We got Waddle in the backfield behind Tua. And now he'll flush out of there on first down. They're going to throw it right out in the flat to him. And he got about 5.
Just move the full go practice.
Nice snap. Ryan Robinson gets the handoff. And he's going nowhere. Drop for a loss.
Bringing extra people. They do bring extras.
And he's got to wheel and turn and throw it all balanced and out to the sideline.
Man, oh man.
This time Pirine handles the snap. The kick will chase Stingley back to the 20. Derek Stingley, he is really dangerous if you give him a little room. But they'll bring it down. He did so much research on that ankle thing. We thought she could perform the surgery
100%,
on us.
Yes.
Back out offense for the Tigers with a 10-point cushion at their own 28-yard line.
How about this first down, and Alabama has 6 defensive backs on the field against LSU.
Doesn't sound right, does it? Edwards-Helaire.
And that's a big study.
Into the eyes of Joe Burrow. And into the eyes of the Alabama defense. Down he goes again. Anthony Jennings again. Offensively, it was 3rd and 17 after the last sack. 3rd and 16 this time. Burrow going to throw to Edwards-Helaire. Looking for blockers. And he'll be brought down from behind by Raekwon Davis. And Rosenberg's punt goes back to the 23. Wow. I don't know how Waddle got away from that whiplash. And now he's coming the other way. Jalen Waddle across midfield. He's got a convoy. Waddle, he's gone. Touchdown.
Averaging 21 yards a punt return, the best in the country.
It just went up the average.
Just for sure.
Bulibus extra. Bulibus to kick. Clyde Edwards-Helaire from the 6-yard line. Little stutter step, spin move. Got out near the 25 before he stood up.
There's the touchdown.
Was going the wrong way on a one-way.
He was.
But he found the right way, didn't he?
But it was wide open.
Tigers from the 25. Their lead cut to 3 here late in the first quarter. Burrow, quick toss out to Moss, the tight end.
Until I had the punt return.
Second down at 4. Edwards-Helaire gets popped, spins.
Will be successful.
Quick snap, Edwards-Helaire. Well, he got the first down. He paid the price. LSU first down at its own 35. Extra rusher coming. Burrow pressured. Got away from it. Got it out to Edwards-Helaire in the flat. And number 22, there he is, making a play.
Game goes, it looks like Alabama's starting to get used to the pace that LSU's playing in this game. But, you know, Joe Burrow is just so darn good. And that delivery was perfect.
He fakes the toss to Jefferson and goes right back to Justin Jefferson. And Jefferson, great move on McKinney. And a first down, and he's still going. Down
And they've been facing. Face better athletes, you miss more tackles.
First down at the Alabama 37. Play fake. Burrow steps up, and now he's going to run with it. And runs into one of his own guys, but still got for 49 yards so far. Edwards-Helaire broke one tackle. He won't get away from the second one, though. God, I think he's thinking about his neck. The way it was twisted on that one play. Here's an opening. Terrace Marshall is gone. Touchdown, LSU. He was one.
Two like that, embarrassing for this Alabama defense.
Cade York for the point after. Blocked. Might have been McKinney. 32 for the year.
Does anybody look calmer than that guy?
I was going to say. He's been almost.
I'm glad I didn't play for you.
First down at the 25. Play action. Down the sideline, and he overshot Devontae Smith. Second and 10. Ryan Robinson trying to get wide. He's not going to. Drop. Left the team this week. They've been picking up the pace for him in that spot. Tagovailoa has to step up with some pressure down the middle. Completes it to Judy. Judy with a nice cut. 20-yard pickup to the 20. 3 so far against Alabama. That last one backs him up to first down at 15. Tagovailoa, he coming from behind. Had to get rid of it. Was hit as he got it to Najee Harris. And Harris back.
He opened it. LSU does not want him in one-on-one situations.
Slade Bolden in the backfield with Tagovailoa. They're going to throw it. A quick one to Devontae Smith. Perfect. He's got 4 interceptions on the year. Judy in motion, empty backfield on 3rd and 5 for Tagovailoa. They're pressuring him again. Now he has to scramble around. He's going to try to run and slide. Oh, that was an ugly slide, too. Did he get the first down?
And it's going to be short.
And Slade Bolden both in there. He'll run it, and is he getting there or not? Oh, boy,
right at the end, I think he spun forward. Was his knee down?
Review.
It's going to be really hard to move a ball 2 or 3 inches, it seems to me. It's going to be inconclusive. How can anybody tell whether the ball went 3 inches further or 3 inches back? I think they're going to have to go with the call on the field.
This seems like the best look that we have. Gene Steratore, our rules official. Gene, what do you think?
When the player's right elbow hits the ground is when I have him officially down. So it is going to be where that football is when that right elbow lands.
Video review, the ruling on the field that the runner was stopped short of the line to gain stands. First down, LSU.
For that, too.
Davis Price in the backfield with Joe Burrow this time, just outside the 48-yard line.
Can this Alabama defense find their assignments, number 1?
Burrow, plenty of time, comes back across the field to his tight end Moss, who dropped the ball but covered it.
Their team has done any of them.
Davis Price stood up. He's not going to get there. Terrell Lewis was the first. We're bringing our guns loaded. We're better at every position. Here's another 4th down, this time for the Tigers. Burrow calmly throws for the first down.
Delay a game. They did not get it off in time. 2 out of 79 yards passing in the second quarter. Pretty good job.
from the 10. And false start. Man.
Boy, this
False start. Number 70. Offense, 5-yard penalty. First down.
But we'll have the rest of the answer for you a little later on. Backed up to the 5 now. Here comes Jacoby Stevens with a blitz off the side and incomplete, intended for Judy. In front of him, it was catchable. And when you're the Bolitnikov winner from last year, he caught a lot of those. 2nd and 15. Devontae Smith, only 1 catch today. Trots out to the top of your screen. Tagovailoa will come back the other way. Judy's got another catch, but only to the 10. And Kerry Vincent's all in was the applause for the president and the playing of Sweet Home Alabama. They haven't had anything to cheer about other than the punt return so far. Tagovailoa at his own goal line. Tua fires complete to Judy on the run. Judy across the 35. He said they call us the ride-outs now. We catch and we just ride out of everybody's vision usually.
You know, LSU was not in a sack, but they had pressure.
Tua deep on the sideline. Devontae Smith, who catches everything. Touchdown, Alabama.
Brown and saw him on the play. What a mental mistake.
Joseph Bullivus for the point after. And he missed it.
Right in the long tradition.
Plays 90 yards, 64 of this. 64 to Devontae Smith for the score. And it's Bullivus who missed the extra point with the kickoff. And a fair catch taken by it. Now the crowd into it. Play action. Burrow going deep. And he's got Jamar Chase all the way to the 40.
And it's delivered.
Burrow still hasn't thrown it in completion. He got away from the rush. Still hasn't thrown it in completion.
These two guys.
He's a yard away from a 3,000-yard season right now. 2nd and 4. He's got his 3,000-yard season. He's got Jamar Chase again in the country in LSU. They're there again. Burrow, play action. Goes to the end zone, overshot Chase, and Chase is looking for a flag from the snap.
With an asterisk.
Exactly. Burrow out in the flat, Edwards-Helaire, maybe a 2-yard gain.
Player downfield, number 6 of the offense. An outside receiver, the left side of the formation, was covered up and went downfield during a forward pass. The penalties declined. The result of the play, 3rd down.
From the 19, empty backfield. Jennings and Lewis in their track stances.
Doesn't look like it.
Lewis pressuring Burrow. He got away from it. Not going to get away from Raekwon Davis.
The way they can score so fast, these offenses.
Cade York hit from 40 earlier. This is from 45. Kick on the way, and it is good.
Yeah, it feels like if you're a defense and you could hold them to a
48-yard drive in 7 plays. A big chunk of that was Jamar Chase from Joe Burrow. Henry Ruggs on the kick return. And Ruggs coming right at you. Took his knee touching it. Burt Jones, a great one back in the early 70s for the Tigers. We got 2 Heisman candidates here today, but one's outplaying the other one so far.
Yeah, but it feels like Tua's finding his game here.
Brian Robinson. Nice run.
The ball again to start the second half.
From the 35, 2nd down and 3. Tagovailoa, plenty time. Lofts one and throws it to the side. Like they always seem to have.
You got 4 of them in this game.
Devontae Smith joins the Alabama backfield on a throwback catch from Tagovailoa, and a nice tackle by Cape. Derek Stingley back deep for LSU.
LSU's got their whole defense out there playing it safe. Can't jump off sides, number 1.
The 3rd. And LSU will have it back at around.
Hot day, that means you're really throwing it.
First down at the 39. Burrow quarterback draw. Almost got face masked, and he got all the way out to a first down.
This great offense.
Shockingly different.
Shockingly different.
From 8 years ago. Play action. Burrow loads it. Now he'll run with it again. And Joe's got another first down and more. All the way to the 31-yard line.
What a package he brings in this game.
19-yard pickup. Another first down, and he comes up firing, this time too high. before yet. He looked at me and didn't even smile and said, "I don't slide."
Yes. I don't do no stinking slides. I'm just thinking, what did that 211 receivers, Reuben Randall, Jarvis Landry, and Odell Beckham think about this game right now?
Yeah.
They were the receivers in the 9-6 game.
Burrow down the middle. Strike again to Jefferson. First. Chase in the backfield with Burrow with Edwards-Helaire, the tailback. Right out to the left. Burrow throws corner. What a catch by Moss.
Was he in?
That looked like his daddy.
Holy cow.
The previous play is a catch at the sideline for a first down. This play is now under video review.
I thought Raquan Davis might have even, oh yes, it's out before he catches it. Yes.
He actually lifts it back into play.
Before he catches it. Great shot on this play. Out and then back in.
What a pylon cap shot that in.
Reestablishes Gary, even though he would be free of foul, he would be okay. And well, that is actually a good question, Gary, because if he's not pushed out legally,
right?
Excuse me, he would be illegally touching the football first to touch.
Do you think there's a push?
So he is coming back inbounds. I don't know, because we don't have a foul on the play.
Yeah.
So we
Video to review. The ruling on the field of the catch for a first down is confirmed.
First and goal. Edwards-Helaire, not that time. Might have lost it to one. Play fake, Burrow's throw, still no go. Jefferson stopped in the shotgun. Burrow with Edwards-Helaire. Edwards-Helaire, airborne, touchdown.
Cow. If that doesn't remind you of third down, right back at this Alabama front. Touchdown. What a drive. 8 plays, 61 yards.
Cade York for the point after. And LSU has doubled.
The start, you know, it's almost like getting to serve twice in tennis.
Tagovailoa throws down the middle, intercepted. Patrick Queen coming the other way. LSU's got it right back and another chance to score before halftime.
Into the way of the throw. Watch him read the eyes. Follows it, follows it. He's in on the square end. What a nice job of zone coverage by the inside linebacker.
Possession maintained by the defense. After the play was over, personal foul and necessary roughness, number 69 of the passing team. This penalty will place the ball half the distance to the goal line with a first down.
Doesn't matter where he throws it, he's got timeouts.
From the 13, Edwards-Helaire trots back to join Burrow in the backfield. Looking for more points before halftime for the Tigers. Burrow sets up, fires to the end zone. Edwards-Helaire, touchdown. Joe Burrow put it on a shot.
LSU has scored 10 points in the last 3 years.
They're going to have 33 here in a second if Cade York hits the extra point. The fans that have made the trip from Louisiana are in a frenzy right now.
Lowers his helmet.
The result of the play is touchdown. After video review, there is no targeting.
It just seems rusty. You know, more than his ankle is bothering him, he just feels out of sorts.
York's extra point is good.
He's going to take his foot off the gas.
I don't think so either. Squib kick. It'll be fielded around the 22, and that will almost bring the first half to.
The advantage of the game is the battle-tested team was more ready.
Contact with the defense. That is not a reviewable aspect of the play, and it took away the illegal touching that we were alluding to because we didn't have that information prior to review.
And that might be a face. Straighten that out for you. We just didn't have the information. They could have passed that along to us a little better.
A lot happened after that, too.
Yeah. Another touchdown.
Yeah, 2 of them.
2 of them, that's right. Opening series, third quarter for LSU. Edwards-Helaire, a little jump stop in the hole.
Coming out of the locker room, he told me this is where the line is drawn, but it's a 60-minute game. I asked him if...
Still applying the gas here in the opening series of the third.
Well, they know how dangerous.
Play action for Burrow. Steps around the rush. Now he'll get what he can and get out of bounds. Right now. Second down and 5. Edwards-Helaire. Big opening. Inside the 40, still going. That type of thing.
Yes, he is.
And you mentioned Darren Sproles earlier. And because of his...
He's thick, though.
Yeah, he's put together.
It doesn't matter how tall you are at running back.
Sometimes it helps you. You can't find him. At the 36-yard line, immediately here in the opening moments of the third quarter, LSU threatening again. Burrow. Here comes Jennings, who's got 2 sacks already. Lewis. Alabama dialing up a little bit of heat. Got to Burrow. Intercepted by Lewis. And Alabama on offense, the 42-yard line. Intended for Henry. We're talking about lower. The ball seems to never touch the ground, and that's not the case today. 11 out of 20. Judy in motion behind him. It's Najee Harris following his blockers, and somehow bounced off of Patrick Queen, and he might have a first down.
Well, I'll tell you how.
Third down in inches. Harris again, and now he's dropped. Caleb on Chason was there in the backfield in a moment.
I'll tell you, Nick Saban's...
And it is. And it's the end zone.
They believe.
They sure do. Long way to go, but a 20-point lead to play with.
This Alabama defense got a turnover. Let's see if that sparks them now.
First down at the 20. Burrow in the shotgun, set to throw again. Joe goes over the middle to Edwards-Helaire with a spin, and another first down.
He said it's okay if we push him wide, but if he gets inside, he can gash us.
Got 5 catches already. Had a career high in receiving yards last time we had him. And 7 catches. Now he's got number 6. And he takes number 7 with him out of bounds.
And here's the part of the game.
Including his first career touchdown. Here he is on the ground. Couple yards that time, short gain. Second down and 7 at the 48. Burrow in trouble, got away from Lewis. Still looking to throw, and incomplete. And desperately needs a stop right here. 3rd and 7. Empty backfield. On the top of your screen. Extra heat coming on Burrow, and it got to him, but he got away again. Throws complete. Are you kidding me?
I know.
Edwards-Helaire, and he's close to a first. 4th and 1. Timeout LSU. Got to think about this one a little bit.
If you watch this very carefully, he doesn't touch the ground. To me, it looks like he's on top of an Alabama defender. And then he reaches out close to that line.
I think he might have a first down. I can't. Ben Davis was coming in there too. And he's still on top of both guys.
But he doesn't get it to the line.
The ruling on the field that the runner was stopped short of the line of the game stands. 4th down.
And it's still 4th down and 1.
He told Jamie he'd stay aggressive. This is aggressive.
There's putting your foot on the gas, and then there's putting your foot in your mouth if you don't get it. Jefferson.
Now they're trying to draw him off sides.
Now Jefferson lines up. Burrow, will he come under center? Still trying to draw him offside. And Alabama's not biting. Wow, they almost blocked the kick. Fair catch, Waddle. Late fair catch.
Another mistake.
Takes it at the 4-yard line.
You're not supposed to back up behind the...
But a bad spot to start at the 5-yard line. Najee Harris cuts it outside. Got to the corner, got to the sideline, still going. Najee Harris, his biggest run of the day. To the 36. Play action. Tagovailoa. Here comes Caleb on chase out. He just got to rip
inside the pocket and throw a pass that was beyond the line of scrimmage, so there's no intentional grounding. Illegal hands to the face, number 70 of the defense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
So Tagovailoa looks right, comes back to left on the screen to Najee Harris with blockers in front. Najee down the sideline, bumped out. More of it. A slant pattern that goes for about 60 yards.
When's it going to happen?
Najee Harris. Oh, wow, what a move.
Look at that. That's a big man. Be willing to make first downs when they need them.
Tagovailoa to throw, maybe. There's a crossing route, but Devontae Smith dropped one.
More on, he would get weaker with that ankle.
He's all by his lonesome right now in the backfield. Back to throw. Steps up. Deep ball. Man there. Judy dropped it. What a minute. Back to where Christian Fulton, Kerry Vincent should be playing.
That's where he would be playing right there. That's Cordell Flott.
Third down and 10. Tagovailoa. Looks left, looks right, goes middle. Got his man in stride at the 30, and it's Henry. Up to Ruggs at the 6-minute mark. Alabama keeps its drive alive. Tagovailoa steps up down the middle, and he overshot open Jalen Waddle.
About him, but that one he was moving and didn't get over the top on it.
Najee Harris pushes his blocker to get him out of. Alabama in the red zone, trailing by 20 with a first down. Just outside the 19. Beg your pardon, third down.
Got to think 4-down territory here if you're calling plays for Alabama.
Najee Harris again, looking for a place to hide. Cuts back in the middle. He's got it. All quarter. Devontae Smith in motion. Tagovailoa going to go to the corner in the end zone. It's Najee Harris. Touchdown.
That's well defended, and that big man is showing his skill. Have been coming through in this football game.
Bullibus for the point after. He missed one earlier. Not this time. On most of that 95 yards. Edwards-Helaire fields the kick.
In stature, but producing big time.
The other LSU tailback. Moss, the tight end. The fourth receiver. Out wide to the right. Joe Burrow trying to be heard right now. Calmly throws it across the middle on the fly to Terrace Marshall.
The numbers on this field.
He threw that one at about 130. Burrow looking for more. That is a noon ball, and that is overshot home to Burrow. 24 and 33. They're both standing up right now, but they're both going to be coming. Oh, one drops. Burrow throws it out in the flat to Davis Price. Open field tackle's a good one by Trayvon Diggs. Big third down. Both ways. Burrow hit as he throws. Lofted it too high for Jamar Chase. Incomplete.
Football are trying to institute in the game.
That's a one-hopper that Ben Rosenberg took off the turf to get the kick away. Waddle with the fair catch. Does so in traffic around the 21-yard line. The knee or the ankle's getting colder. The arm's getting hotter. And this guy's on fire. Najee Harris. Stinger.
Yes.
Well, he's stinging right now. First down at the 36. Tagovailoa looks out in the flat, comes across to Najee who drops.
In that SEC title game, Jalen Hurts brought the team back. Remember that? Jeez.
Play action. Tagovailoa down the middle. Judy looking for a flag.
You got one.
Got one.
Tackle on the field. This is when they like to run their play action passes.
First down at the 46. Tagovailoa loads, goes deep, far sideline. Devontae Smith got it.
Yep, they bring in an extra line. Two is finding his game here. His ankle may be more sore, but he's finding his game.
Under 2 minutes in the third quarter. Alabama has more than doubled LSU in total offense in the second half. Najee Harris got to the next level. Under center to Tagovailoa. Gives it off to Harris, who loses a couple.
You got to guess past them. LSU going to blitz? They do.
It's Najee Harris. Wow, they're pushing the pile, but
nothing off the edge.
An eye backfield for the first time today. With Najee Harris, the tail. He'll get the call. He'll get the first down. He might get the touchdown. He's down to the 1.
I mean, you talk about confidence. Timeout LSU. They don't have the right group out there.
I don't know if they got a call.
Yep. Ed Orgeron.
He might add number 175 total yardage right here. Nope, they fake it to him. Tua tosses, intended for the tight end, incomplete. They've got every tight end they've got on the roster in there to help block, including Tennyson on the motion. Second and goal, Najee Harris. Touchdown, Alabama.
The tight end, but follow number 10, and you're in the end zone.
And good. Jontre Kirkland and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Late Bullivus kick. Edwards-Helaire take the fair catch from the 25. First and 10 Tigers. Play action, bootleg. Short throw to the tight end. Ross got it across the 30 to the 30.
These players have played in SEC championships and the playoffs. Both teams are going to rely on their experience here in the fourth quarter.
Second and 3, Edwards-Helaire busts into the secondary. First down, LSU. First down at the 44. Burrow. Throws, completes it somehow. Burrow. Calm throw to Edwards-Helaire. The spin's not going to work this time. Xavier McKinney stays home. Burrow throws on a crossing route to Jefferson for the first down.
Behind him, he just gets in there and makes the play.
Burrow looking for more, going deep. Man is there and incomplete, and he looks for a face mask. Jamar Chase, 6 of Alabama.
Jennings is coming from different angles. He walks over, walks the other way. Don't know where he's coming from.
Over the middle, in and out of the hands of the intent is definite. Alabama coming, Burrow got rid of it. Shoestring catch by Helaire.
Holy cow.
First down at the 25. Edwards-Helaire, 9 catches, by far a career high, 79 yards.
Quarterbacks, running backs, what a passionate football game we have here.
Now it's Edwards-Helaire on the ground.
You know what that conversion also did? Obviously keeps a touch
at 4. Edwards-Helaire, a little delay. McKinney wraps him up at the line of scrimmage.
No.
Here comes Lewis, and Burrow got away. Joe Burrow to the 5.
Called quarterback.
And now they're thinking touchdown. Edwards-Helaire with a spin, and he'll have one. Touchdown, LSU.
Substitute was not able to get off the field in time. The penalties declined. The result of the play.
Some guys just don't feel it. Joe Burrow doesn't feel it. The crowd goes crazy. The lights go crazy. Alabama's going crazy.
2-point attempt for the Tigers. Now they shift gears. Jefferson joins Burrow in the backfield. The tight end Moss comes over to the right. Edwards-Helaire to the left. Burrow to the goal line, incomplete, intended for Edwards-Helaire, and covering was
The ball, this back shoulder throw and catch. The big man shows his athletic ability, and then watch him hit up in this play right here. Chris Owens, the former center's in there as an extra tight end. He gets a big block and then into the touchdown. Now, down.
Eternity for these two offenses. Play action to Najee Harris to Tagovailoa, running out of time. Down he goes. Rashard Lord to the right side, and Tua's coming across the middle the other way, and it's dropped by Harris.
Wide receivers, 4 of them in the game.
3 to the right, and Devontae Smith to the left. Tagovailoa steps up in the pocket, throws across the middle, and he's got a man on the run, and it's Ruggs. First down. 3rd and 19, they got 27, and now it's back to 22. Najee Harris to midfield. The carrier.
Well, right now it's the left arm more than the right ankle.
There's the left arm, and traffic incomplete, intended. Tagovailoa again under center, which is a rarity. Najee Harris behind him. Fakes it to him. Wants a long ball, and caught by Smith. And the 28, Najee Harris up the middle, inside the 25. 12 down, 7.5 to play. Gonna have to hustle to get the playoff. Just did. Tagovailoa in trouble, got away from the first guy, throws too deep.
Field goal means nothing here.
The tight end in motion. And it's Najee Harris on the ground. And he only got about a yard and a half. Judy in motion. They're going to have to take a timeout. Tagovailoa to throw. Got it to Devontae Smith. First down around the 14.
Hey, what do you do?
On this drive, the 11th play of it, Alabama's picked up 3rd and 19 and 4th and 4. And now going to swing it out to Jalen Waddle inside. The first down marker is at the 3. The ball's at the 5. Tagovailoa wanted to go to Waddle. Now comes back the other way. The ball's tipped and incomplete. It's intended for Harris.
Right to the end zone.
3rd down and 2. Najee Harris switched sides of his quarterback. Play action slant. Dropped. Judy had a hand on it. Cameron Lewis was.
Will Alabama make them all?
Tagovailoa pumps once. Goes to the corner. Got it this time. Touchdown Alabama. Up and good. Jerry Judy. Bulovas to kick off. And he'll kick it away. And immediately fair catch signal comes up from Edwards-Helaire.
The whole game.
One game now. Edwards-Helaire out of the backfield. Burrow's going to throw across the middle on the fly. He's got Jamar Chase. Chase all the way into Alabama territory in one play.
House.
46. 5 minutes to go.
Always got to get this thing under 5 seconds when you snap the ball now.
Here comes a blitz. Burrow steps away and got dropped at the 50. Down at 14 back. Burrow fires across the middle, and it's caught.
It's the middle.
And down to 3.5 minutes to go.
Take your time. Get it to 5 seconds. They do.
Edwards-Helaire inside. Lewis made the tap 4 years ago. 31 straight since. Again, as Gary said, under 5 on the play clock. Burrow, quick throw out to his tight end Moss. And Moss fights his way.
A field goal.
And Burrow keeps it. Joe Burrow might be a Heisman moment right there if he hasn't produced enough of them. An 18-yard pickup.
No hurry here if you're LSU. No hurry. Henry.
First and goal at the 7.
After this play, Alabama will use their timeout if they don't score, that is, LSU.
Edwards-Helaire. They will score. Touchdown.
Yes, he did it against Texas, and we questioned, would LSU finish? Yes, they have.
Cade York's extra point is good.
All to this guy.
Edwards-Helaire.
Yep.
What a show he's put on. Henry Ruggs will take it at the 1. They can't get any room for him, and he only comes out around the 14.
Now Joe Burrow, he changed it along with his head coach, and we'll get into that in a second.
Meanwhile, Tua Tagovailoa going deep on his first throw to Smith. Devontae Smith, he's gone! Touchdown, Alabama!
Do bump and run to the outside? I don't quite understand. All you have to do is keep the receiver in front of you, let him have a little longer this time.
Extra point is good. Has it teed up as he'll kick it sideways to the right and the top of the screen. Takes a pretty good hop, but it's handled by Justin Jefferson.
Nice catch, right?
One of his best of the day thing for Joe Burrow, especially on that last drive. Edwards-Helaire dragging Alabama tacklers with him. First down.
That's the game. They can get again.
Make it to the college football playoff.
Potentially Oregon winning a championship.
The country. I don't know how you don't say with LSU's resume with a 4th win.
They had to go through him.
He told his team, as we said earlier, I told them all week, we're the better team. Today, they were.